How is it possible that Nigerian politicians are making more money than businessmen? Make it make sense. How is this possible? Nigeria is one of the poverty capitals of the world, but yet our politicians are making more money than businessmen. Ugh. Peter Obi has something shocking for us. He has claimed that Nigerian politicians earn more than businessmen. The former presidential candidate for the Labour Party has revealed that the richest people in Nigeria is not Tedola, it's not Dangote, it's not Alakija, it's not any banker, it is politicians. Do you know what a politician actually is? A politician's official title, leave politician, is public servant. Do you know what a servant is? A servant is someone who is supposed to serve people. Meanwhile, officially, I'm not talking about money that they're stealing. Leave that one to the side. Officially, their legal allowances, when you calculate it, it is more than what businessmen are making. I have some numbers for you that are going to shock you. Let's do a little bit of math, shall we? Let's break it down. Nigerian senators are raking in a basic salary monthly of 2.4 million naira. That is before you throw in wardrobe allowance, constituency allowance, furniture allowance, newspaper allowance, and even hardship allowance. They get allowance for hardship. You and I were struggling, and they are getting allowance for hardship when they are the ones that are supposed to be making the country better. Ow. Meanwhile, the minimum wage in the country is still 30,000 naira. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but the math doesn't add up. Are politicians meant to be entitled to such hefty paychecks? I don't think so. And I remember this article that came out, and this was in 2022, that Nigerian politicians are one of the highest paid lawmakers in the world. Let me give you some numbers on how much these individuals are actually making. Their allowances, according to the last public records that we have, when you calculate it to dollars, for this dollar rate, $236,943. $236,943. I want to do the math for you and let you know how much that is in naira so that you can understand the madness in this. 353 million naira. I can't even. The numbers are too much. Over 350 million naira. That's how much our politicians are making. It's enough. It's enough. So now you understand why people will do any and everything to get into power. Mind you guys, that's not even part of the money that they steal. That's the money they're legally entitled to. Last year, one of them had the balls to raise in the Senate that they needed an increase in their salaries because the economy was tough. I laugh because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. What do you think needs to be done to hold Nigerian politicians accountable and to ensure that their salaries are decreased? How can we finally get the politicians that serve the people? What people don't understand is that if Nigerian politicians don't make as much money, are you going to see them interested in running for office? You're not. It's just that simple. Like, they run for office because they want to make money. Simple. Nigerian politics is a get-rich scheme, and that's the reason why our country is the way it is. Meanwhile, still in the scope of politics, there are some people who are walking naked on a beach, butt naked though, as per no pants, for a politician. Click on the next video to find out exactly what happened.